I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster Cosplay, and tonight we're watching with you guys Vikings, the first episode of season 3, guys.
Yes, it's going by really fast.
Yeah.
And after last episode, I'm really excited for what's to come because Ragnar is effing king.
Oh, hell, King Ragnar!
Oh shit, he doesn't seem really happy about this. Like it's more like a burden he's taking on, but he looks fierce with that sword. Oh shit.
He does.
Oh, that was good. That was beautiful. I'd rather him be king than that piece of shit Horik after what he did last episode, trying to manipulate everyone, sending Siggy after the kid, sending Floki after Bjorn. Bjorn who scored with this woman. I mean, they fought. He proved her that he respected her, and she liked it. So yeah, that's good. This episode is called Mercenary, so I'm guessing that we're gonna go back west, see what's going on with
probably
the guys who stayed behind, maybe, and we'll get to see what happens. I don't know if they're gonna do a time jump this time. I don't think so, but yeah, let's go.
All right.
Will I ever bear another child, a wise one?
I cannot see another child, no matter how far I look. I see a harvest celebrated in blood. I see a trickster whose weapon cleaves you. I see a city made of marble and a burning, broiling ocean.
That one of your prophecies, do I understand?
It is the way of prophecy, only to be understood when it has happened.
Or looked at very closely by reactors.
When the ice finally breaks, we will go back to Wessex and claim the land the King Ecbert promised us.
I feel my blood moving. I want to fight. I want to raid.
Why do you want to fight?
He cut his hair.
What are you fighting for?
Well, holy shit. And he seems to have let it grow.
What do you see? Power. The power of a king. Power is always dangerous. It attracts the West and corrupts the best.
Very true.
I never asked for power. Power is only given to those who are prepared to lower themselves, to pick it up.
I love how his take on power, he's very right.
He teach him some to be a leader too.
A good leader, not a greedy boss.
I have received another offer of marriage. Yegor Sorkason has proposed himself.
You could do worse.
You think
Why
maybe...
don't you offer to marry me, Carl?
Maybe.
You've made yourself almost indispensable to me.
People would assume that I'd sought the marriage out of ambition. It would do neither of us any good.
That might make him interesting.
Tell me about Einar.
Ragnar still hates you. He continues trying to persuade members of his family to rise up against you and restore the old dynasty.
What to do?
You be careful. Oh, thank you so much. The baby is all big now. Look at him.
No, that's Iva.
Yeah, but
that's
he was really young too.
Please don't stop playing on our account.
We have finished.
Oh.
That was almost.
He feels so uneasy with him. Oh.
yes. Oh, she's so
And she was born after Ivar, so you know that's why she's not so okay with playing with his kids when the other's right there.
Families are not happy. Name me one family which is happy.
Agnes.
Which one?
Both of them.
Just look at her.
Gilbert makes me too happy, Helga.
You don't love your daughter.
No, that's not what I meant.
Well, then explain it to me.
I feel trapped in all this happiness. I feel trapped, Helga.
We do not want to trap you, Floki. If you want to leave us, you should leave.
You're too reasonable, Helga. It doesn't help. Why are you not angry?
Yes, I am angry with you, Floki. But it does not help either.
She's really good.
Why does he feel so
Be good, Helga.
trapped in all this happiness?
I think he feels like he's I mean, his name is Floki, for God's sake. I don't think he feels like he deserves happiness. Like, he never expected to have all of this and be happy.
Do you love him?
It's his child, of
Of course
course.
I love him.
He doesn't know what to do to help him.
Do you love me?
Yeah. I do.
He didn't
I was picturing enough.
He didn't answer. I think that maybe when he's looking at Arvar, he feels like it's like a mistake he made. Like it's his own fault if his kid is like that. And especially since he was supposed to kill him, and now he's suffering because they weren't strong enough to do it, you know? So maybe he feels like that's on him, that's his fault.
You know what it's worse though? Is that if you were maybe a little bit more ahead in time with better medical care,
Oh, you
with
would be
better
okay.
practice, you could have probably done something with his legs.
Rollo?
It's good to see him back on his
So
feet.
happy. I'm so happy we're leaving. Release me, Floki. I understand completely.
Just like his friend, he's really glad to leave, but it's not okay to run away from your problems, man. It's really sad Floki can't just settle down and feel okay, surrounded by love and happiness.
She doesn't like it.
He didn't answer. Do you love me?
And after that, he's all cozy with Lagertha.
Yeah. And he's leaving once again and it's gonna take a few months, so...
She can be mad at him for going to raids and leading the men to raids.
There was always an uneasiness because we know he never really loved her. Not for the same reasons he loved Lagertha. And now the last kid they had is Ivar, and he's like all torn up down below, so I'm like, that can put a strain on a relationship. That makes it difficult.
Yeah.
Add to that the fact that he never really loved her.
Time to die, Ragnar.
Your gift was foolish.
I don't think you'll use it against me.
Oh, why not?
Persuade your family to support me as Earl.
Oh my god.
And we will get rid of the woman who usurped your uncle. What does she do for us? She goes raiding with Ragnar Lothbrok.
Okay, I'm never trusting anyone again in this show.
And that is the beauty of it. Ragnar and Lagertha talk only of farming. Where is the glory in that, Einar?
There's glory in everything.
Horik is dead, now we need another little shit. Manipulating.
If you can feed your people, that's not be glorious and prosperous.
Well, I mean, they are a society of warriors. There is glory to find in battle and
Yeah,
just...
go someplace, somewhere else.
Well, I mean, for them, they've never been west.
So,
For them, west is like...
a myth.
No, but it's like the place where you should go and gain glory the way Ragnar did.
El Ragnar.
He is king now. King Ragnar Lothbrok.
King. Hello.
What happened to King Horik?
Is
He met
dead?
with a unfortunate accident.
My knife to the heart. You
Then
fell
we
on
are
it.
truly equal.
It is my pleasure to feed you and prove the bounty of our earth.
What has happened to our people who chose to fight for Mercia?
Unfortunately, the forces of my uncle and younger brother have prevailed. But if you, Ragnar Lothbrok, and you, Lagertha, would join with us, I am sure of victory.
In good faith and in hopes of creating a long and prosperous friendship, I will fight. You do not have to come with us. You can go with Lagertha and the other settlers. I love you. And I think you are already with child.
She is?
Now now it's confirmed. She's pregnant. He's just still gonna go fight? He's so freaking scared. I think it dawned on him. Shit. Like, I'm gonna be a dad? Oh shit. I'm gonna be a dad.
Are you happy about doing this, brother? Since when does any of this have anything to do with my happiness?
He does what he has to do for the future of his people.
I do hope, though, that someday he's gonna be happy.
I think he is happy when he's with his family. They still have fighting to do, but his dream is becoming a reality.
Tell me about your uncle.
My uncle's name is Britwolf, though he calls himself King Britwolf now. He has no right to do so. He has usurped my crown.
And your younger brother?
His name is Burgred. We were always close, and I love him. My uncle has poisoned his mind or used some magic against him.
Magic?
Has no one ever used magic against you?
Been deceived many times.
Magic?
But magic was not the cause of it.
You don't need magic. Humans make mistakes. They trust too easily.
Whose army is it?
They belong to my uncle Britwolf.
And that?
My brother Burgred.
They're on both sides. Oh god.
That is a considerable force, father.
You ought to change your mind, brother. Now's the time.
What is he gonna do?
I don't know. I really don't know.
They are at a disadvantage. They're surrounded.
We attack your uncle. Why are they just attacking my uncle?
Well, I mean, because that would be stupid to split. It's interesting because that could make him feel really bad. Like, they don't take me seriously. That could lead him to do some mistakes. I don't think it will reach. Or maybe, no?
Too far away.
I cannot help you.
Okay. That's the thing. As long as they stand on the river, they were at the mercy of both of them. But by just choosing to attack one... Why don't you put fire on your arrows? Just burn the boat down! You know, this case of, if I had been there, it would have gone different.
But seriously. Come on, Rolo. Make Mama proud.
I mean, came back to fight right after being nicked by a horse.
good.
I mean, she's pregnant too, so let's look out for her.
Look out for your woman!
He's really scared. Stay focused.
The button is out now.
You're gonna lose.
You see both Ragnar and Bogo slowly climbing up the hill towards you.
And not just them, like Bjorn is there as well. Floki. He didn't even do anything. That's what you wanted. I'm sorry. That's what you wanted.
Yeah. He's working against her and fighting against her, but it's still family. And I think that she's just orgasmic right now.
And I mean, attacking the uncle.
This season on Vikings.
I think the episode ends here. I don't want to see what's gonna happen next. Wait a second.
Close your eyes! Close your eyes!
That was a weird end. Like, I'm used to seeing the credits after this, so I'm sorry. But so yeah, that was episode 1. They that's all they. That's what they were missing. They were missing Ragnar, Rollo, and the family. You don't.
They
want
were
to
missing the big muscles.
I mean, there's still a bunch of them who stayed behind, and they were all killed.
Yeah.
So I think they what the uncle.
Well, yes and no. There were less men who stayed
yeah,
behind.
and they lacked strategists. Like they lacked an actual strategy.
Yeah, but to be fair with the uncle and the brothers' army, though, their plan might have worked on both rifts if
they had
fire arrows. Yeah,
but I mean the way
didn't.
I think what they expected was for them to split. Just but you know, when you show up on the river and you see two armies, maybe they thought that they were bloodthirsty warriors that just wanted to fight.
Think about what they're doing.
Exactly. That's the way they've been thinking. Just listen to the prince. Like,
sorry, Ulrich would have done it. Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, that would be stupid. Like, even me at first, I was like, I mean, they're surrounded, but then it's true. They don't have to fight both sides. The river is big enough for them to go one side and be okay, because if the river had been smaller, then that would have been it. Yeah. Because they would have tried to attack, like just like with Horik, they would have tried to attack at the same time, and then they would have been surrounded and killed.
Or if the brothers army have another way to maybe cross,
that would have
quickly
been
enough to help.
That would have been dangerous.
The uncle,
but though from the looks of it, they were actually the ones that messed up, because they thought they had this super plan that was going to force them to split their forces and defend them both, and they would have. I mean, they would have won. But
what did Lincoln say against dividing the forces to better ring?
What?
Lincoln did said you must divide your forces to better ring or something like that. Yeah, in that case, that what the better option would be.
I would say, or I'm not the only one, but I think that together, as one, you're stronger. And that's one thing that I really liked about the Vikings' way of fighting. Even in season 1, first couple of episodes, they stand as one, they fight as one. So it's stupid to guess that they would split their forces and try to attack them both. And I mean, Ragnar is not stupid here. Like, he could have fled, but it's not wrong of him to do what he did. Like, he was asked to destroy them, and he was facing attacking the uncle or attacking the brother. And it's a good thing, I think, that he went with the uncle, because she cares about the brother. Like, he was asking about them too, and she was like, I mean, my brother loved me, but my uncle kind of twisted his mind. So by attacking the uncle, there's a chance that the brother might decide to change his mind again. And just...
How fitting that the uncle's army was the smallest one.
Yeah.
How fitting.
But they had the horses, so I guess that they didn't think it was gonna matter, but they were stupid. I think they did not expect them to fight with that much force, and just the way the uncle was looking at it, he didn't even try to defend himself. He was stunned. He was on the ground like, holy shit.
What? That went so quickly. What happened? Yeah. Well, maybe not, but yeah.
And yeah, with the princess, I think there's a part of her that's disturbed because someone from her family just got killed in front of her. So there's that factor. But then after that, you see that like you said, she's pretty pleased because that her goal was obtained. Like, she managed to win one against her uncle.
True.
And now her dream might become a reality. So there's that. And Ragnar having to fight once again, because there's always something, right? There's always going to be something. It's not always just like that. You're like, oh, I'm giving you land, but you need to fight for me.
You need to do this. You need to do that.
But the thing is, I think he's so tired. I think he's tired of fighting, and he's tired of being backstabbed and just everyone trying to play with him. Like, they were talking about magic and him being like fooled a couple times before, and I think he doesn't want that anymore. So he knows that if he does not help them, there's a chance that he's going to be backstabbed once again. Like, there's going to be bad blood between them.
You know,
he doesn't want that.
If we talk about magic, like she said, oh, I think that he used magic on my brother to make him go against me. If for Ragnar, it's like magic had nothing to do with it.
People are just greedy.
No supernatural forces were working against me by forcing my friends to go and fight against me.
That's not what
Sorry,
happened.
I repeat my words. That was strange.
I would say that he's been through this before, and it's not saying that it's magic. Like, he's been using magic against him, and he's twisted his mind, or saying that Ragnar was also a victim of a magic trick. It's almost like saying that he's not responsible for what happened. Like when he slept with Aslog, that wasn't her magic working. That was him being greedy and just weak and just straight up go for Aslog because he didn't have what he wanted or needed with Lagertha.
When we discuss about Ulrich way of saying the gods already decide our fate, we don't have a say in it. When you fight, no, you always have a say in what you do and what you decide to do.
Yeah, like people are talking about this online, and I agree with you guys when you say that, and I am going to say it here as well, but I think the gods, it's wrong to say that the gods are basically telling you, when they say, oh, they decide our fate, it's not that they say, you will go there, you will do exactly this, and that's how you're going to die. They say your faith is to do great things. Your fate is to travel. Your fate is to discover lands. But you do whatever you want to obtain that. It's just that could be your future. I'm giving you that chance. Now take it and do whatever you want with it. If you want to believe in that, I like to think that you still have a say in your future. And that's one thing that Ragnar does that other peoples don't. And we've talked about this before. Ragnar knows what he's been given. He's lucky. He's been given chances. But you should not be stupid with your luck. It's not a good thing. Your faith is still in your hands. You need to decide what to make of it.
True.
So that's why, it's not, he's been surrounded by two armies, and it's not like he's going, the gods have already decided if I'm going to die today. No, think about the best way to win. If the gods decide that you're going to die, you're going to die, but at least you're going to try to do it correctly, if it's okay to say it like that. But, I'd rather him say that he's responsible for his own mistakes and his own victories. It's not someone else's doing. Because if you go with Horik's way, you end up thinking you're bigger than what you really are, and you make mistakes, and then you get killed.
And I get killed and stabbed and betrayed by the one we thought were betrayed the others.
I'm really happy with just the lack, right now at least, the lack of manipulation that's going on. Floki really seems to be better now. Like, he was making jokes with Rollo and stuff, so I'm happy because season 2 he was saying some harsh things about Rollo, and now at least he seems okay. Although I'm really sad that he cannot just settle down. I feel like he's portrayed himself as such a bad guy already, with his name, with his ways, just with who he is deep down. And he doesn't think he deserves that happiness. So now that he was at home and he was living the routine and he was just happy, he felt that something was wrong, because he should.
Drowning in it?
What?
Like he was drowning in it? Drowning?
Drowning. Not maybe that it was not that something was fishy. What was going on, because he doesn't think he should be happy. He doesn't think that his family should be like that. Something doesn't add up. So he's like fidgeting, like he really wants to leave and go to the west, because he cannot keep on going through with that routine and just that happiness. And it's sad because that makes Elga sad, and that could create a rift between him and his daughter.
She's so understanding, though.
Yeah.
When she
Her
said,
way of
if
doing things is great.
you want to go, you just go. I understand.
I love her way.
Saga.
I mean, she doesn't like it, but I love that she's able to be mature about all
Like
that.
she said, what good would it be for her to just scream and be angry at what's going on?
Yeah.
And
What
about King Ecbert and his infatuation with Lagertha?
It's interesting because it happened in the same episode as Lagertha saying that she received marriage proposals. And by the way, what's happening at home is terrible as well. Like, I'm never trusting anyone again in this show, I swear. He was too nice. I should have seen it coming. But there's a coup d'etat happening back home, and she's going to be in danger, so there's that. But with the king being really, really interested in her, he thinks he's great. I don't know if he's married. I mean, we've seen his kids, but, well, his kid, his son. Have we seen his wife? No, right?
Just King Ale.
So maybe he might. I mean, he's been talking about peace and a future with them, and he's really interested in their ways. So there's a chance that he might make a move.
If he does end up marrying Lagertha, that will be a huge stepstone for a peace treaty and a peaceful future for them.
If he doesn't have another ambition, although I think he's genuine when he talks about a future with them. I just think that his future with them has strings attached. That's all.
Conditions.
Yeah. And just like you've got also the princess who's saying, like, if you help me win, I'm going to give you something bigger than better than riches and stuff. We know that she's pretty wild, and she's probably slept with a couple of the mercenaries that stayed behind, or at least she tried. Let's say it like that.
I think she did.
But
I totally think she did.
Maybe she wants to make an alliance with them as well. Maybe she wants to try something. We'll have to see. It's another game. It's still a game, but it's another type of game somewhere else. So we'll see how this game plays out in season 3.
I'm glad that Thorun is still alive because she's pregnant.
Oh, God. Bjorn seems really
Bjorn
scared.
Jr. is gonna be on his way.
Yeah. Bjornet Jr.
Yeah.
Bjorna. Anyway, that was a really strong beginning for season 3. I love Ragnar's new haircut. I don't think I like Bjorn's new haircut though.
He's just got his hair bone at
It still looks weird. I'm waiting for it to be longer, maybe, like his dad.
Okay.
We'll see. Lagertha looks fearless. She looks amazing. So let's go with that. Anyway, we're gonna move on. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it's already on Patreon. The link is in the description.
Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now, or you just need to wait for the next one to be out on YouTube, guys.
Yes, which by the way, we talked about this, and with how full our schedule is right now, we've decided to tone it down a little because it's really hard for us to keep up with all the releases. So starting with season 3, we decided to drop down to 2 episodes a week with Vikings. It's not because we don't like the show.
Don't be mad with us. It's because we want to do Better Call Saul at the same time. We want to do Cheddar Bill at the same time. Maybe more seasons.
Yeah.
More series.
There's a lot of stuff, going on. There's a lot of episodes to edit, and with work and everything, it's just impossible to keep up. So instead of always having late releases, we prefer to tone it down a little bit. So from now on, Vikings is going to be 2 episodes a week, both on Patreon and on YouTube. And just like Better Call Saul, on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There you have it. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Have a good evening and see you then.